Because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So
yeah, this is put your dig. Kick off 2024. Man, Cat Williams broke the internet, exposing a lot of people in the Hollywood business, entertainment business. You dig? But first we get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You dig? This episode is brought to you by Certified Dank Boys. If you're in the GTA, you need to find his buds. Go follow them on Instagram. You dig? Now let's get into this episode. Got a lot to say on my thoughts. We'll skim through the whole interview. You dig? Let's go.
If you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
who tell it?
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
but
no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And it's like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Cat. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or I've ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are lies. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story.
I
That's not his
that.
story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 20.
I didn't even know that. Yo, I heard Steve Harvey, his story about being homeless and this and that. But for stealing a man's story, I'm giving that straight death us. Straight up. Trying to take my story, live my legacy that you can't even walk in. That's some fucked up ish. See, the industry is a dirty business, dirty game. You know what I mean? Like, people snake you and do fucked up shit. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna play this whole one for you. What? Let me see. Where is it?
Talking about they think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of. We mean again, these people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right? They have all the assets.
Now, what he's talking about here is he's talking about the secret society. Like, we all know the Illuminati, right? Controls, entertainment business, sports business, you know what I mean, music business. Everybody will sell their soul for $1, for a quick $1, because they don't want to work for it. You see what I'm saying? So, Cat Williams is real. It's real. Like, I don't know what would people be thinking to sell their soul, because what comes with it. In this interview, Cat Williams did mention, yo, mans that put on the dress, get quicker success. So, to all my people following me, especially men, are you gonna wear the dress for a quick success? Let's get back into this.
Some resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow. Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Yo, the man, so we all know the Harvey Weinstein thing. The man is straight booking money. All that shit. And Diddy exposed, all this Pokemon business. And we just got straight facts. Weinstein. Okay? And you might try to offer him to suck it. Pause, you know what I mean? Let's go.
He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing.
Facts.
I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and
Kings
jealous.
of comedy. He's
But
a real
in
king
my
of
face,
comedy.
no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was and I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine I can tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What?
Wow.
You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part.
Snake.
What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So
Snake. See that? The man went to try to steal Bernie Mac's role in Ocean 11. Some snake shit in the industry. So before you sign your life away, your soul, because that's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you something. Right? Like all these accusations with Diddy, being exposed, Harvey Weinstein, all those Pokemon parties with the celebrities. Well, let's get back to Diddy. Diddy grooms these young, innocent, talented artists. Right? Don't get it twisted. It happens in sports too, where coaches, groom young, talented players, and repercussions happen because they want a quicker dollar. They want to get there quicker. That's not how it works, man. For real, like. Devil wants everybody's soul. There's so much there's more than one devil, right? There's the one down there, the main one, and then he has his little foot soldiers on the world, on the planet. You know, secret society. They control the world, the world's, entertainment, business, sports, you name it. It comes down to, like, look at all these computer, like, you know what I mean? These building softwares and shit. You dig? We're gonna get back right into this. Cat Williams. Yo, Cat Williams is real. I always loved Cat Williams. His roles, his stand up. When he did the American Hustle, it was dope. You did? Let's get back into it.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right, so he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing it.
Yeah, you see, back again, snakes in the business, right? Again, bro, there is footage of, the joke, his joke, and Cedric the Entertainer's. And bro, the man stole it. It's fucked up. You need hot grabber, and you left to spice up your week. Well, me, Stone P, got the hot grabber needs. Also, Certified Dead Boys expanded their company to the downtown core of Toronto. You dig? Just hit up the pages. Don't know what it is. Hope you guys like, my thoughts. Make sure you comment, and the strand of the week is pink ragu. So, if you like your pink, well, damn right it stinks. You dig? Let's go.
Those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be doing that as his last joke on the King. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Cat 30 times. And Cat didn't do as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? I'd give you a pass if you were just gonna lie. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was talking about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so freely.
Can I be low?
We're back, people. We'll wrap it up. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. You dig? For this exclusive interview. Yo, Cat Williams is real. Just remember this, yo. Remember the white dress I've been talking about? Don't wear the white, don't wear the dress. Well, think about it. So many movies. Tyler Perry wears the dress all the time. And Dina. So, like, you're gonna do some fucked up shit just to be successful. Like, nah. Like, don't take your pride, don't take your manhood just for $1. It's fucked up. Let's go.
You got now is Epstein Island. Chris Tucker. Not Smokey. Oh, Lord. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say.
He played some fucked
To
up
be
roles.
confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they have?
So, he's talking about Chris Tucker, right? He played. I seen him like Steven Sushi movies I was watching, and he played a fucked up with Bruce Willis. Let me just say, he did play a fucked up role.
Ask Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday. Smokey was all in Smokey. There ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without Friday.
Nah, we talking about the rule because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision. At the time that this is happening, Cat Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed.
Right.
Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying, Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. He Michael Jackson's best friend. Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
Me neither. Must be the greatest.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to get nobody back. I ain't gonna be able to get no more comedians.
They all coming.
No, they ain't.
Are you kidding?
Nah.
Hey, I
Good
promise
thing
you.
I done got all the rest of them. I done got the ones.
I promise you, everybody trying to double back. You're gonna be having to beat them off with a stick. You gonna let him? He'll come in. Much as